Hi, I'm Callie Patteson reporting with ESTv. Today I'm joined with this year's student body presidential candidates, Blake Ashley, Maddie Kaufmann, and Colin Phillips. Thanks for being with us, guys. If you had to pick one of the most important things on your platform, what would it be?
I would definitely say the advocacy for a renewed fall retreat coming back the following year. I think it was an integral part of our community, and while I can't just write an executive order to bring it back next year, I hope to fully embrace the administration's concerns and create a really solid plan that the student body can get behind to bring back the institution that we love.
I say that the advocacy portion of my platform is also the most important, but for a different reason. I think that our community is made up of so many different components, and throughout the year as DOSO, Director of Student Organizations, I've had people come up to me who I'm leading and tell me what I need to be doing better, what things that I've left behind. And they're things that I frankly haven't thought about. They're things that I hadn't considered. So I saw throughout the year how important that was.
The structure that we have to get in place is student surveys, satisfaction surveys that just collects the data of what students are feeling, what their experience has been, and having that come to a central location, somewhere where we collect the data so that the SBP can represent the student body.
A lot of you have mentioned the regret towards fall retreat being gone. What are your thoughts on the student body president's role changing now because the cabinet is so involved in that work?
There's a lot of opportunity for the student body president to create new events second semester, work on potentially either the day away in the beginning or working with the event balance.
I would say having planned a fall retreat, it is a huge responsibility. A lot of energy goes into it throughout the summer and especially in the days leading up to it. I don't think that the plan that has been laid out so far to compensate for the loss of fall retreat is very good. And when I was told by the administration in December that these changes would be made, I immediately went home and started typing an angry letter.
So this is a very Kingsian question. If you had to pick one historical figure to exemplify your platform or personal philosophy, what would it be? Or who would it be?
I think someone like Anne Hutchinson, who just knows what she believes and knows that it's from God and doesn't back away from any of that, is someone that I am constantly thinking about and never ever living up to in any small way. But she's someone that I greatly admire.
This past year, I've fallen in love with the works of St. Augustine specifically, especially the Confessions. And I think we face similar challenges in the sense that he was a prideful son of gun, to start. And but he came to really understand himself through his, especially in the Confessions. And I hope to, continually self-examine myself and, work on my vices as much as possible.
Colin, one of your main things is community and communication with the community. You mentioned Schoology cams, Google Forms. As we all know, something can happen where the Wi-Fi gets hacked and all communication is lost. If something happened like that, is there a way that you would want to try and get stuff out, either through social media?
Yeah, so I think that the role really falls on the Director of Communications, even though the SBP has a job to facilitate this. How we deal with communicating to the student body, I think, should be modernized, focus a lot on Instagram, Twitter to an extent, still using emails and probably more consistent forms of communication, but I do think we can do a better job of getting it out there. What
is your Enneagram and how does it affect your leadership?
You're about to hear this number a couple more times, but 8. As people who know me know, my default mode is a steamroller in the sense that I'm louder and very passionate, and that can silence people who are near me, especially women, I think.
I'm also a type 8, and I think last week I was talking to a staff member who characterized me as gruff. And I don't always see that to be the case, but I definitely can when something threatens something that I really care about or one of my core values. I tend to really want to confront, and it may not always be the most positive interaction for everyone.
So I'm a 8 wing 9, and the only difference being is that I'm probably not as much of a steamroller as these two. I like to see all sides of an issue, and I don't think that's to say they don't, but I have a hard time going forward if I feel like in some sense one side's not being heard. Something is being left out of a conversation. I don't think I can defend a side until I know the full story. Regardless of how SBP election goes, I know that all of us together are more dedicated to raising issues and bringing up conversations about the student body that need to be said.
I'm super confident in the guy to my left and the guy to my right. I think that both of them have really strong ideas and would work very hard.
Colin and I met at MVSO, have been roommates for 2 years. Madeline and I go way back. And if either of them got the job, I would be wholeheartedly in favor of that.